who this is. Author Dr. Natalie M. Kennedy coming to you. How are you guys? Yes, I got back home from New York. Wow, that was exciting. Hey, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Okay, I hope you can see me. I'm doing something different. I'm in the car. I'm going to someplace where, I might be able to promote my books. I'm not too sure, but it's all about promotion and marketing. I'm getting a ton of Facebook inquiries and stuff like that. I'm starting to block them all because they're wanting me to pay for promoting and marketing and strategies and design and animation and all of that. I say try to learn it on your own. I always tell them very politely, I don't have a budget for it. I'm very, very sorry. So I would just try to learn on my own. All those things will come in time. You liking my hair? I know. I had to look glamorous when I went to New York. New York is something else, but you already know. But if you don't know, okay? If you don't know, I'm going to tell you what. You have to know. That's all I'm going to say. You have to go to New York and go, OMG. I'm from Philadelphia, as you probably already know. So it wasn't too much except for the little driving part. I mean, they blew their horn every minute. Cars and trucks were on the tip of each headlight. And the bus, I did a bus tour because I wanted to see where maybe the bookstores were. I mean, I was looking left and right. There was a lot of bookstores in Brooklyn and Queens and Harlem, but I really wanted a black bookstore. But I didn't go that way. Actually, you needed at least 2 weeks to do everything you need to do in New York. Actually, that's the real deal on that. So I didn't have that much time. Will I go back again? Probably. And I will head that way to Brooklyn, Queens, and Bronx. Yeah. I'm not going to be on long because I am driving. This is true. But I just want to say I'm back. And I'm going to start in my own mind and maybe with one of my team members to do strategizing, right? I know for 2025, how I'm going to sell these books. And I don't have a budget. And that's the thing. If you're going to be doing lots and lots and lots of stuff to get out there, you have to have some money. New York took all my money, but it was fun. But you're gonna have to have some money to do some traveling. I mean, there's a book fair in Chicago going on. There's one in Dallas going on. I would love to go there. I would love it. I can't remember the name of the guy, but it's a black book fair. There's a women's book fair. There's so many things that are out there. The piece is, money. I did find one. Okay, let me tell you about magazines. There's one promoter out there marketing, and you can get in their magazine, and they have all these different prices. I saw one that was like $95. $95 is good, and they were going to do certain things. I'm just going to pray about it. And we should do a lot of praying if you pray. I'm going to pray about it because I did the Women of Distinction. I know. Magazine a couple of years ago, and I was supposed to get it's supposed to be digital, but I also wanted a couple of hard print for my people back in Philly who don't go on the digital world kind of thing. Never got it. Matter of fact, Women of Distinction is no longer. I know. So you got to be very, very careful. So I'm just following, and that's okay. How about that? That's my word of the day. Follow, research. Follow and research and follow some of the people on Facebook, on the social medias. Just keep looking. Go to Google. Go to BBB. Just to make sure that they're the real deal. My first, second, third book, one in there is called Like a Child. Like a Child, I thought was great. Had a nice cover on it. It was beautiful. It was great. The publisher, who's well known, didn't do what I asked him to do. At some point, I would have to end up paying a whole bunch of money, so I let it go. I just said, just give me my book. So they did. We'll talk more about that. But the piece is that maybe a couple of years later, another publishing company says, hey, we see that it's really not selling. Maybe it's the cover, they said. So maybe it's the cover. We can change the cover, and we can get this out for you, and your books will probably start selling because it's a different cover and yada yada yada. $600 at that time. So it was about 2013, maybe 2012 or 2013 that this all went down. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe so, because I was still new in the business of writing and publishing and authoring and all that. So I said, sure. I can't remember. They were called Book Baby or Ink. It was something. I can't remember now. It's out of my mind because you want to be fresh. But they did it for me. Again, back and forth. At some point, when you want to have the revisions, and it's like, well, why you keep messing it up, and then I have to pay for revisions. I said, give me my book, right? So they gave me my book, and the font was an 11. You can barely read it. A child can't even read it. I went back to them and I said, hey, this is not right, yada, yada, yada. And they're like, well, you'll have to pay this and this and this. And I was like, oh, well, that's not going to happen. So I thought about it for a little bit more, give it a couple of months. And then what happened? I went back. That publishing company no longer existed. Exactly. So the word of the day is research. I did do some research for the bookstores in New York. I just didn't have enough time, so I would like to do that again. Do your research. So that's what I'm doing now. And I'm doing research, trying to find how to do things for me, that I can do. And I would love to share it, but I know everybody wants to make money. I got that part. I got it. But the piece is like, I'm trying to, help somebody with a low amount of money who's just starting out. I told you the story where I just couldn't get the $50 from the lady back in 2016. Come on. And I only wanted $50. She ended up getting her book published, and I gave her a, what do you call it? An illustrator and everything. I said $50. She didn't give me nothing. But her book is out there, and I'm happy for her. That's all we can really say. So the word of the day is research. Follow up on things that people are sending and telling you that they can do for you. Research, follow up, research, follow up, research. That's all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say. Because you can and will, if you don't do this research, get duped, as I have. I've been duped many a times. All right, you know who this is. Author Dr. Natalie M. Kennedy coming to you. I'm meeting someone. I'm having a small meeting here. So hopefully, I can get some things going on now that I'm back in the city, as one would say. I'm back in town. So anyway, I'm kind of like being incognito, driving up to this place. It looks quite empty. But I'll give you one more minute because I don't want to really be long. Had a great time in New York. Gosh, I need to be there in just another week. I could have got some things done. Could have went to all the black bookstores. They weren't that far away. But I'm going to have to go back. This is true. Would I want to go back? No, but I do want to go back because it's such an exciting town. I did go to the Empire State Building. I did go to the 9/11. We'll talk about that later. I can write so many stories about that. But I did do all of that. I would love to write. I wish I had more time just to sit there and write. That would have been great, too, to feel the energy. But anyway, I'm going to go. This is, yes, author Dr. Natalie M. Kennedy coming to you. And I love you. I really do. I wish I could meet you. I hope I can meet you. I'm going to love everybody that I meet. I'm going to do it because that's what I want to do. I'll show you about that. Did you get Twisted Love? Twisted Love, you can go to nataliemkennedy.com and pick up my book and my newest, You Are Covered. All right, enough about me, more about you. I hope to see you in my next video.